involved before everything. The wall fell and everything. They were already involved in Moscow. So after the wall fell, I was going to church with them. It said they're wanting to put a team together to go to the Ukraine.
Wow.
And so 6 of us, I think, or no, 10 of us signed up to go. Went in, flew into Moscow, took a 24-hour train ride.
Oh my God! 24 hours on
to
a train.
Chikazi.
Fun fact: I've never been on a train.
Yes, you wouldn't have probably wanted to be on this train, but it was an experience.
Why wouldn't I want to be on that train?
It was an experience.
Okay.
No,
but you made it.
Anyway, yes, we made it, and just fell in love with the people. They were so warm and friendly and accepted us, and we saw God move so much. We were there for 10 days and saw people getting born again, and through that time, we installed a pastor, and I'm still friends with him. 30-something years later.
Isn't relationships amazing?
Yes, and my interpreter, and so I've known. So I've got friendships with people over there.
Your interpreter, so you do not even know the language?
Yeah, no. So
you know it in your heart, right?
Yes, oh yeah. So through that, God has just really been there so many times, and wanting to go back with everything that's going on there, been praying for them and supporting them during this time that they've been going through. So it's really been hard for me to see what has really taken place in that country over the last 2 years.
It makes you realize what a blessed country we live in,
yes.
huh? And how blessed we are.
Yeah, and I'm really, for the children especially, because, the sirens go off every day, 2 or 3 times a day.
Can you
the
imagine?
Psychological warfare that's going on over there.
I can't even imagine that.
Yes.
The fight or flight mode all the time.
Yes.
I mean, that's exactly what it is, fight or flight, isn't it?
Yeah. And even my interpreter, he was in a building, and he was doing a conference in a building. The siren went off, so they had a choice either to go in the basement or they were next to a field. He went out into the field, and as soon as they got to the middle of the field, a rocket hit that building.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
So,
I cannot even imagine, you know.
So that's, you just don't know.
I guess to us, it's like when the hurricane's coming, and they're constantly sending you those feeds. Those are kind of like the sirens going off, and you just don't know.
Right.
But God.
So, yeah. So I keep in touch with several different pastors in different communities over there, and still was doing Zoom conferences with them and Zoom meetings. And
isn't the technology wonderful that you can do that?
Yes.
You know how far we've come. Like here we are, 40 years on WAPN, and the technology. We've been talking about that a lot. My dad never got to see all that.
Yeah.
Now, we did have internet while my dad was alive, but it was like those big computers that were bigger than this room with the big floppy disk, and took forever to upload. We didn't do the things that we do now.
Yeah.
He did have a cell phone. It was the one that was the size of a battery.
Oh, yeah.
And weighed, 50 pounds.
Well, I had
but
one
we
of
were
those.
cool. We were cool.
Yes.
He never got the little one, But to fast forward, it seems like 40 years is a long time, but then it seems like my dad's been gone 20. It seems so short.
Yes.
All the things that have happened in this short 20 years.
Yeah.
But I love our life.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful to be alive at this time.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
and experience the things.
Yes.
Just like right now, you're live on YouTube and you're live on Facebook and you're live around the world with our app and different things. And you're a 3-time repeat offender here. Okay, and I'm saying that nicely, but I love that. And what does that mean, Larry? You keep going away, coming back, going away. Well, because life is busy, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And
Yes.
people don't realize that when you're in the ministry and have a job, because you have a normal job still, still working,
Still working, yes.
and then trying to do
Part-time
outreach and
all
have
that. A Bible study on Saturdays, and
it's
so
hard,
really
isn't it?
good.
I mean, it's wonderful but hard.
Yes.
And you have to prepare for all those things.
Yeah.
So you've been on the radio several times.
Yes.
How did you become part of the radio? How did you become part of WAPN?
Probably just listening to the radio and just Lord just prompted me to come on and
Did you meet my parents or
yeah. Well, I don't know if I really met your parents. I think just listening to the radio, and then when I got involved, your dad just I'd come early and your dad would show up, and oh my gosh, I mean you just want to just soak in the wisdom, from your dad. It was just,
See, and nobody's told me that part.
Yeah.
And my dad did show up.
Yeah, oh yeah, he'd show up and just encourage you. How you doing? What's going on in your life? Just so interested in what you're doing
And he
what
really
was
meant
going on
it.
in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really
and,
meant
and
it.
he just ministered to you. And what
We
a
were
man.
talking about
What a
angels
man.
among us.
Yeah.
And I believe in angels, and I believe they're among us. And my dad was an early morning person. It's funny that I am too. And he would meet me here. He'd be out in the motorhome.
Right.
And after he died, we had the motorhome for a while after that. And I would pull up and I would feel his presence
Yeah.
just out there protecting me or watching over me or encouraging me. And now and then I would feel like he was sitting in the rocker behind me. Right. And those are the things that kept me going.
Yes.
When the first experience happened with me, it kind of scared me. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. It was like, what the heck? And then I embraced it.
Right.
And I said, oh my gosh, he's watching over me still and taking care of things. And I love to hear the stories about him encouraging people.
Yes.
And did you know my mom?
Yeah. I didn't. I met her a few times, but I really didn't get to know her like I knew your dad.
So you've been in the community a lot in different churches and stuff, haven't you?
Sure have.
And what are the things that you've noticed about the different churches in our town? I mean, did you meet the churches through WAPN? Is that how you went and visited them? Or how did you just get involved with all the churches around the area?
Born again in 1977, and actually the gentleman, it was a supervisor at the time. I went to church in New Smyrna at the New Smyrna Bible Chapel.
Okay.
And so they're really into the Word. That got me into the Word, which is, studying the Word. And from there, I got baptized in the Holy Spirit, and I started going to, what's the church was on, that got burnt down.
It got burnt down.
That was on ISB on the corner.
It got burnt down.
Anyway.
Isn't that funny? I can't think off the top of my head right now.
I can't think of the name of it right now. But I started going there for a while, and then the Lord was living in Ormond Beach, and then went to church Ormond Beach. We met in the park. I mean, it was almost an Acts 2 church.
Uh-huh.
We met in Tomoka Park during the summer.
God meets you right where you're at, right?
Oh, yeah. And then we went in the casements, one of the ballrooms at the casements.
How neat is that? I didn't know that about your story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it was really, we had home groups during the week and got together, and it was really, to me, it was one of the most fulfilling times in my life because the gifts were moving there. Mm-hmm. Prophecy.
I feel like it's coming back, though. I feel like there's a movement right now.
Yeah, I think so.
I really do.
And words of knowledge and tongues, and just the gifts were really flowing. In that church.
I feel like we're seeing them every day, though. If we'll pay attention, God is just moving right now.
Yeah.
And I think at first we kind of say, well, it's because of this, or this is going on, or this is shifting, or whatever. It's not a political thing. It's not a government thing. Right. It's a God thing.
Yes.
And I feel that God is just reaching us all where He's at. And He's saying, get outside of just the walls. Get in the community.
Yes.
Be bold in your faith.
Right.
Don't you feel that?
Oh, yes, definitely. And like you're saying, just in the young people today, college people, been involved with some of the people at Emory-Riddle and some at Bethune-Cookman, and see that they're on fire for the Lord.
It is amazing, isn't it? Bold.
Yes. And just going out and doing it. And it's really exciting to see.
I love that it's cool now to have a God shirt, or cool now to have a hat that says I'm a believer, the stuff that's going on, because that movement, that's our next generation.
Yes.
And, we've got to raise them up, and we got to encourage them, because I feel we missed a generation.
Right.
I really do. I feel like there was a generation in the middle here that we've missed because, I don't know, of life. And then now we've got this generation that says, let's go for it. And they have no fear, and they just want to do whatever. And they don't necessarily just want to be in a church.
Right.
They want to be in a park. They want to be, at the school.
Schools. Yeah. They're really doing outreach and stuff. And I really feel like that's the Lord's given me, put it on my heart anyway, to do discipleship to these, new believers that are coming in and stuff, because they need discipleship.
They totally need discipleship.
And to find out who they really are in Christ. I mean, yes, we go to churches, they get born again, they get, 4 things that you're supposed to be doing as a new Christian, but I don't feel like they're really getting to know what really happened when they really receive the Lord. I mean, your life has been changed. Mm-hmm. You're no longer in the flesh, but you're now born again in the Spirit.
And
we
I
can walk in
believe
the
they
Spirit.
have that, but like you say, they
Yeah.
need to be educated.
Yes.
I mean, they
Yeah.
need to, they
Really
got it.
not-
They
yeah.
just don't know
And we
how
can-
to bottle it up or not bottle it up
Right.
or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And I do believe that also because I
Yeah.
see the movement. I see the young people. I see that they want to, they're like on fire.
Right.
But you're right. They need to be contained enough to know to go out there, and discipleship is exactly
Yeah.
right. You know, because how are we going to get the next generation?
Yeah, and build them up, and that they can become disciplers themselves.
Right, totally.
And that's what it's supposed to be. It said to go into all the world and make disciples, and those disciples need to make more disciples.
You need to get back on the radio then, buddy.
That's
so you can-
okay. Yeah, right.
I mean, I remember when you first came back this last time and we were doing some of this
Right.
technology.
Right.
It was a little intimidating, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
a little bit. Yeah.
But wasn't it neat?
Oh yes.
And what did you do? What do you enjoy about not only being on the radio, but then we had Facebook then? And what did
Right.
how do you think that benefited you as a ministry
Yeah.
and being part of it?
Yeah, just to see the people that came on from around the world.
And that is true,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
it flabbergasted me.
Oh,
from
see,
these
this
people.
made my
I mean,
day
from
that you said
you
that.
know all these people coming. You know that actually came on week after week.
Uh-huh.
You
From-
know?
that
I
you
mean,
didn't
really,
know.
it wasn't not just
No,
one
but
time.
you didn't know them, did you?
No,
And you didn't have a connection with them.
No.
But they were scanning their Facebook or it popped up. I mean,
Right,
I was
yeah.
telling you, my husband isn't a subscriber. If you want to be on our YouTube, it's WAPN 91.5 FM and you subscribe. But he sees me pop up.
Yeah.
And that's what's great. See,
Yeah.
I believe in radio,
Yeah.
but the generation right now doesn't really get radio.
Yeah.
And I had a man in here the other day that said, you know what's cool about WAPN? And this blessed my heart. He goes, we can get music anywhere.
Right.
And I thought, oh, I kind of got offended there for a minute, right? I was like,
Right.
what do you mean you can get music anywhere? He goes, well, think about it, Shelley. You can say, hey, Alexa, I want to hear this.
Right.
Or you've downloaded your favorite group into your phone or whatever it is,
Right.
okay? He says, but guess what's great about you? And I thought, okay, this is a loaded question. He goes, you're Christian talk radio and you don't even realize it.
Right.
I go, what? He goes, you are Christian talk radio.
Right.
And I'm like, wow. And he goes, no, you're praying for people. People can call in. And then
Right.
you added these other elements where they can watch you and they can find you on different platforms. He goes, you are Christian talk radio.
Right.
Gee, that lit a fire in me because
Yeah.
I didn't think of it about it that way. And you're the first person that I've had in here doing memories that
Right.
have admitted that people you didn't even know and around the world were tuning in and got
Right.
fed
Right.
and we're waiting for you to come back, on.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the devil really tries to lie to you. You know,
Yeah,
about
daily, hourly, minutely.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's
He's
like,
whispering right
you
there
know,
saying-
"Who's going to listen to you?"
Right. What
You
makes
know,
you special?
yeah. There's already 1,000 teachers out there.
Right.
You know, but God,
And
but
that
He
one-
has your personality. He has what you've got something for somebody. Or He wouldn't have given it to you. He gives it to us
Yes,
to give
totally.
it away.
Right.
You know, and, if
we
we
all
don't realize
wear
that,
blue shirts, and then we don't
Yeah.
all don't do this.
Right.
And we're uniquely made.
That's right.
We're special.
Yeah.
And God uses our gifts and our talents.
That's
you
right.
know, like I sometimes feel like I don't have any gifts or talents.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, well, what am I doing? I talk about this. I feel like I was the child that stepped up.
Right.
Okay, to take over the radio station.
Yeah.
God chose me to step up.
That's
I
right.
had a worldly job with a
Right.
401k and all those things
Right.
and gave all that up. Didn't know that this is where I was going to land. And here it is 40 years later. But I know that God prepared me all these years. And He knew that I would be the crazy girl that would say, well, if the world can have that, why can't my pastors have that?
Right.
You know, and at first people didn't get that.
Right.
But why can't our ministries have the things?
That's right.
I
Yeah.
mean, we've learned from those things. I mean, yes, anything can be used for bad. I'm
Right.
using it for God.
That's right.
And that is our choice.
That's right.
And if one person came to the Lord from you being on
Yeah.
Facebook or
Yeah.
being on YouTube or whatever, that's the one.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a couple people get born again in prison.
Because of this.
Yeah. I tell you, the experience that it probably has touched my heart.
I wanna hear it. This is great.
You know, and I think it was probably the first time I was on.
Because he's a repeat offender.
Yeah, repeat offender.
And he's talking
I'm
about
back.
jail. Okay,
Yeah,
let's get this
literally,
together, people.
Yeah, really. But at the end, I would ask if anybody wanted a Bible, you know. And so I had this prisoner write to me, and he had a specific Bible.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he wanted a compact Bible, Old and New Testament, Jesus letters and red, a concordance, and Greek and Hebrew dictionary.
Don't you love that, though, that he knew?
Yeah, that's what he wanted. It's like, are you kidding me? Finding a compact.
Our flesh comes out, doesn't it? When we say we're going to bless you. Okay, but then we got conditions.
then I got to find this thing, right?
Right.
So I'm out at a family bookstore when it was here, you know, going through there, and it's like, I pick up this little compact Bible, you know, and it had a nice cover. You know, it wasn't leather, but it was, you know, it wasn't paperback.
Right.
I didn't want paperback because it just gets ripped up. So I pick it up, open it up. Oh, it's got, you know, King James. It's got the Old New Testament. Oh, Jesus is what he spoke is in red. Oh, it's got a concordance. Oh, it's got a Greek and
God had it set up for you, huh? Right there.
So, you know, I bought that Bible, sent it to him. 3 years later, we gave out 5,500 Bibles to prisoners.
My gosh!
In not every institution in Florida, but the word got out. I had some people that sewed into the ministry, 5,500. They quit making the Bible. So,
You know,
but anyway,
that touches me because years ago, when my dad was alive, we got in the prisons with little Walkmans, like
Right.
little radio Walkman
Right.
things, and my dad donated all these little radio Walkmans
What?
to all these different prisons. And somebody that I personally got to meet now
right,
listened to one of them and found Calvary and got born again, basically,
Right.
because of WAPN playing Calvary at that time when he was in his worst situation.
right.
Well, you can't give them Walkmans anymore because now they've got everything. They've got tablets and all the
Right,
different
yeah.
things. But humble beginnings of getting into the prison, and now prisoners are able to listen. We have faithful prisoners up in the Lake City area
Right.
that listen to our sister station.
Right.
That if I have a technology problem, they're the first to get messages to me
Right.
that we can't listen in this jail because
Right.
you've got a problem.
Right.
You know, it's God's way of reminding me you're doing what you're
Yeah,
supposed to do, because
yeah.
sometimes I think, am I spending money that doesn't matter? You know, because it all comes down to the bottom line.
Right.
It costs a lot to do everything.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes when I'm sitting with the board and stuff, and the bottom line is, should we get rid of that item?
Right.
I can't get rid of that item.
Right.
I can't get rid of that outreach. The highways and the byways.
Right.
And the highways and the byways, to me, are the prisons.
Right.
Because they need the word.
Yeah.
They need our encouragement. They need our strength. So for you to share that story,
Yeah.
and there's no timing.
Right.
And, you know, we want it now.
Yeah.
We want instant. We want somebody to write us that letter, tell us their life got changed, and it was all because of our 10-minute show.
Right. Yeah. Well, my wife got involved in it. Mm-hmm. The Lord put it on her heart to send them birthday cards. So we know, because they have
How
their birthdays
special
on
is
it.
that?
We spent, I don't know, thousands of birthday cards, and we'd get responses back.
Nobody else
I
can.
never had a birthday party. I've never had a birthday card in my whole life.
See, something that we think
Just
is
the love
just
of God.
normal. Yeah. And we can do it easily, can't we?
Yeah.
We get so. I get this.
Yeah.
I'm in a building with no windows, and sometimes you get in this building with no windows, even though I feel like it's a sanctuary in here. It gets overwhelming sometimes, especially like we got hit by lightning recently. Yeah. On any given day, anything can happen in Florida, okay?
Really?
And it was on a Wednesday afternoon. I was somewhere else. I almost got in a bad accident, but God, I mean, if that person would have let me go, I would have been right in the middle of an accident. But the person was stubborn and wouldn't let me go, and I was getting mad at this person, right? And I was trying to inch out, and this person was like guarding me not to inch out, right? And that was an angel.
Right.
I know it was, because I would have been in that bad accident
Right.
that happened 3 seconds later.
Right.
So I finally get out in traffic. I get around the accident, and I've got WAPN on, of course, and we go dead. So then I'm thinking my radio's broken, and I'm hitting the radio, and I nothing. And I'm like, oh. I turn on the app, nothing. And of course, I'm stuck in this traffic from this accident, right?
Right.
I'm not going to call the engineer because that's more money, and I'm not. So I'm just praying, and I said, okay, God, whatever. I finally get to WAPN. We've been off the air for several minutes. Now, we could be live, but we couldn't be any technology. There's somebody live on the air, and I'm like, stay live on the air. I got to figure this out. I screwed up even worse. I thought I rebooted something, and I made it worse. I have to call Shane. Shane's out of town. He's trying to pipe in over technology. We got hit by lightning.
Wow.
It took out our controller.
Right.
All we could do is be live.
Yeah.
We could be nothing else but live.
Right.
Trying to fix your radio station and be live at the same time. And your engineer is hundreds of miles away
Really?
does not work.
Right.
Okay? My husband comes down here. He's trying to help. Jeff comes in. I don't know how Jeff got us back, him and Shane. I do not know. I mean, I know I have extra parts of everything, and they were stealing parts off of different things and making it happen. But I didn't realize in that 20, 40 minutes, whatever it was that we were off the air, how important people were. My phone was being blown up.
Right.
I needed that.
Right.
Because sometimes when you're in this room with no windows,
Right.
you wonder,
Right.
do you make a difference?
Right. Yeah.
And sometimes you have to be hit by lightning, and your control panel has to be taken out.
To find out.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's sad that we don't encourage each other.
Yeah.
It's sad that we don't reach out to each other, but this is what I learned. And I've always said this, but it came back to me recently. How many ministries have we called to encourage? How many people have we called and said, hey, buddy, you were on my heart today?
Right.
Even as Christians, and we
Right.
know we should do that,
Yeah.
but we get busy with our lives, and we got to be at that football game, and we got to be
Right.
here, and we got to have dinner, and we got to
Right.
get to our job, and we forget that.
Right.
And the people that are out there that are listening, that take the time to call or
Yeah.
to like your video or to
Right.
write you or to ask for that Bible that was
Right.
hard to find,
Right. Yeah.
those are the people that keep us going.
Right. Yeah. About a month ago, I was in a coffee shop and was talking to a few people were in there, and a guy was sitting in a chair with another guy, and they were just listening to us. And so another guy walked up to me and said my name, and so got done talking with these guys, and the guy was sitting down. He says, "Are you Larry Hepler?" I said, "Yeah, I'm Larry Hepler. Do you have him ministries?" I says, "Yeah." He says, "You sent me a Bible.
Oh my gosh.
You sent me a Bible."
And you got to meet that person.
Phew.
Life-changing, huh? Life-changing. We could sit here and go on and on all day, couldn't we, of the
Yeah.
goodness of God?
Yep.
God has been good to us, hasn't he?
Amen.
I mean, we're both in good health. We both showed up.
Yes.
We both keep working. We both love our family. We got so much, Larry.
Yeah.
But sometimes we have to sit down and reflect.
Yeah.
And I know that's why God did this month for me. I said the 40 days till we're 40.
Yeah.
And people thought I was weird that I wanted to do memories because people will say, you need to move on from your grief.
Right.
This isn't about my grief,
Right.
just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
This is about the love of God and what he's doing for us and what he's
Thanks.
done for WAPN and what he's done for our community and the
Yeah.
people that have got to be part of this
Right.
because of us willing people
Right.
that are willing to put it out there.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming in today.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed
Yes,
it.
yes. And I'm going to put a challenge out right now.
I love a
Yeah,
challenge.
it's 40 years.
Yep.
And I'm going to put a pledge out there. I'm going to pledge $400, a matching pledge. So, if whatever comes in
can you do
today.
it in any way?
Yeah, you tell them how they can
Okay,
do
but
it.
I mean, it can be $5, it can be
If it
$40, it
yes.
can be the whole 400. But
Yeah.
he's matching up to $400.
Yep.
And you can do it by coming by the station, dropping it through the mail drop. You can go to our website wapn.net, do a one-time gift. You can Venmo us, you can Cash App us, you can Zelle us, you can call me 386-316-8054 because we have all the things. Thank you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
I appreciate this station and what it does and the lives that it's changed and is changing, will change. And
Thank you for encouraging me today.
Yes,
You
yeah.
know, this Bible story has meant a lot to me because I've sent out lots and lots of Bibles. And when you were telling me about that Bible, I got 1 minute, I know. I own the place. I can have 2 minutes. I've had people that have sent me and said, well, I want, and I got an attitude a couple times. I'm thinking, well, I'm giving you a Bible. You asked for a Bible.
Right.
And they've had these, and then I thought, give them exactly what they
they want.
wanted. Because the Lord has protected me all my life, just like that day.
Right.
Saved me from that accident.
right.
Why do we always want to shortchange when somebody else has asked us?
Right.
We've never been shortchanged, have we?
Right. Never.
So those Bible stories, we could go on and on
Oh, yeah.
about.
I've got hundreds.
Okay, well, you're going to have to come back again then. I'll have to bring you back in another morning because, we got to go to other programming. But,
Really?
well, actually, that would be great for you to come back. And I tell you, I got the 400 because I believe today I'm going to get that 400.
Amen.
Thank you so much
Amen.
for being